Bienvenidos, Fright fans. Welcome to the horror show. I'm Jaime and Fuego. We are at the 2016 Phoenix Comicon Fan Fest, and I am here to speak with one of my favorite ladies, a fan of the supernatural of all kinds, but especially the show. She helped introduce me to the awesomeness of it, Ms. Ashley Maul. How are you, dear?
I'm fantastic, Fuego. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. So we are here to spotlight something that she does beyond everything else besides being a rad mom, a super cool geek chick who works at a comic store, but she has her own company called SEWASHTASTIC. That's right. You have possibly seen us sporting some of her ties before on our news segments for Kings of Horror. So give us a little insight to your process and how you decided you wanted to start creating like this.
Well, as you guys can tell, I'm a little short, just a little. And I learned how to sew because I wanted to save money hemming my pants. When I would buy pants, it'd always be too long, and then I would take them to a tailor. They'd charge like 10 bucks just to hem them, and I was like, screw that noise, I'm gonna do it myself. My mother-in-law taught me how to sew, and for the longest time, that's all I ever did. I hem my pants. And then when I had my children, I had some more free time on my hands, and I decided I wanted to branch out and make purses. I did the little knotted purse first, and it was easy. I liked it. So, and then I was like, well, what else do I like? So I just started making things that I personally wanted, and then it just kind of grew from there.
As it often does. So you start with a passion, and then you're like, how can I tinker with this formula to, improve upon it, and obviously make a little bit more of that Skrilla from the passion.
Absolutely. If you can turn a hobby into a business, but it still feels fun, it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, that's when it doesn't even feel like work, obviously, So that's...
And it doesn't.
Hell yes. Now, so I see we've got some more nerd-tastic stuff, because that's the thing. Here at the horror show, we may love our scary stuff, but we're just nerds at heart. I'm actually, despite the rocker appearance, a nerd in sheep's clothing. But yeah, we've got some Walking Dead. We have blood-splattered ties. How do the ties do for you?
You know what? The ties are new. You guys were actually my first order for ties, so thank you.
I have the only supernatural tie.
Supernatural tie, yes. The blood-splattered tie has been very popular. They're kind of time-consuming to make, so I didn't make a whole lot of them. But I've had a lot of great compliments on them, and largely thanks to you guys, so thank you.
Yeah, so no, we are always happy to spread the love and, a little bit of word about it. So is there anything new as far as attire-wise or accessory-wise that you're thinking of implementing on the line?
I want to make bow ties because a lot of people love neckties, but I'm trying to be a little more guy-friendly, guys. I have a lot of purses, I have a lot of scarves, I got a lot of hair bows.
Well, you're a lady. It makes sense to start from there and work out.
Well, and like I said, I made what I wanted first because I knew if I liked it, then other people would probably like it. So, but then I wanted to be more guy-friendly. I wanted everybody to be able to find something that they would love.
Very nice. Now, the attire you have on right now, did you make this costume yourself?
I did make this myself. I have, we've been calling it Assassin America / Little Red Riding Hood Captain America. It's got...
Badass.
Yes, and it's got a little tail. Yes, but it's all handmade. I made it myself.
We are so impressed with your wares. Now, as we wrap things up, we always like to ask horror questions. Now, we know your affinity for those Winchester boys, but what, as far as something scary, really stuck out to you as a kid that maybe induced your interest in, the subgenre?
Well, I vividly remember watching Poltergeist. Probably younger than I should have, but I really enjoyed, the staticky TV, They're Here. And
They're here.
And the concept of they're here and who they are. So that's probably what kind of opened the door. And then from there, it was it. Balloons and clowns, always fun.
We were just talking about that for our Stephen King panel, about how much that scarred me. Like, I was warped and effed up for life.
Even as a child, I was always really geeky. So when I got into horror films, I would write horror stories.
Same here. Awesome.
Well, in third grade, so they weren't that scary. So it would be like Mortal Kombat meets Animaniacs. You know what I mean? And it was just the red balloons full of blood, la la la. So it was very childish, but that's kind of where it all started. It really opened the doors creatively for me.
Good idea, bad idea. This was a good idea, and it just grew into something awesome. So you have to give the viewers a shout out to where they can purchase some of this stuff and actually start to sport some of the SEWASHTASTIC.
Well, I am, as said, SEWASHTASTIC, SEWASHTASTIC.
Spell it right, guys.
Well, I love puns, but it can be a little difficult when you're trying to explain to somebody.
Right over their head.
Whew. But I am on Etsy, www.SEWASHTASTIC.com, and on Facebook.
Very nice. Well, I can extend a grande gracias to one of my favorite ladies within this nerdtastic community that I adore so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Maul.
Oh, thank you for having me, guys. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. We will have more supernatural coverage probably coming with this lady. You've seen her on the channel before. And once again, guys, until next time, Fright fans, stay scared.